Yo, what's going on YouTube, Facebook, everyone joining Roar Sports Media. It's your boy Rory and my co-host Jordan. We're back again, and we're going to talk some NFL, AFC, NFC Championship weekend. And it was, they were good games, but it was just kind of like a crapshoot, honestly. Yeah, what do you think about it, man?
I think this really. Man, it was definitely questionable ref calling. It was definitely questionable play calling. There were teams that played scared. There were players that played scared. There were players. There's only one player in my mind that played absolutely fantastic, and we'll definitely get into that. But that will be our second game.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that will be the second game.
For the NFC's game, I thought there was a few notable, really big players on the Tampa Bay defense, and even on the Green Bay defense, man. Jair Alexander had a hell of a game.
What did he do? He missed 2 picks in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden was like, yeah, everything else he throws up, I'm just gonna catch.
And I'm trying to come down with it, yeah.
yeah.
It was pretty good. But I think we're gonna get into the NFC Championship game first. And that was honestly for two old ass quarterbacks, man. That was pretty crazy. I mean, it was a good game, but honestly, it kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers was kind of apathetic most of the game. Like, at least in the first half, man, it looked like he was just there. Was that the only one that got that feeling?
No. He for a quarter and a half, Aaron Rodgers he didn't look. That whole Green Bay team just didn't look like they came. They were ready. And with Tom Brady, a quarter and a half is all you need, and especially with a stacked team like Tampa Bay. And then, Jason Pierre-Paul in that first half was all over Aaron Rodgers.
Well, not even that, man. Shaquille Barrett, man, had 2 sacks too.
And then
it was just Tampa Bay's defense they were smothering. Devin White was fine. Levante David was making plays. Levante David had a pass breakup. The corners were a bit handsy, to say the least. But it was if you wanted to watch the letting the kids play, that was your game. Let's just say that.
Yes, it was. Well, yeah. letting the old men play, showing they still got some spunk in them.
For sure, man. Like, it was a good game.
Yes, it was.
If you like watching defense and just it looked like the quarterbacks were honestly losing the game for their teams.
Yes.
With Aaron Rodgers playing as apathetic, he looked disinterested, and in the post game, when he sounded about his future in Green Bay, like we've been saying, he might leave the team. He might leave the team, man. He didn't sound like he was very committed to the Packers organization going forward, which makes sense because they literally drafted a cornerback in the first round last year. So,
exactly.
It's just kind of like writing on the wall for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Brand new coach. You have the new style quarterback who's mobile, who's got an arm, and you need to groom them. And this is going to be this is sure going to be a test for Matt LaFleur and for the Green Bay organization. Are they going to go away with one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen? Are they going to give them one more year? Either way, they've got to repair that offensive line. They've got to plug in a few key pieces on defense because, frankly, I'm going to tell you right now, her name is it Martinez who's with New York? They missed him. That was dumb. I think they really regretted getting rid of Martinez in the offseason.
The linebacker.
I thought that was that was dumb not to sign him.
Yeah, but like we said, like Jair Alexander had a hell of a game, but you know who did not? Man, number 20 from Green Bay. He was every single big play from Tampa Bay, man. It was him. He got burnt by Miller just before the half. He got mossed by was it Evans?
Mike Evans twice.
Yeah. For the first time, man. Like where he was just like, why did you leave your feet? Like before he caught the ball. Like, what are you doing, dude?
And that's the thing. King's a really good cornerback. This was like the worst game I've seen him in.
Yeah,
Like,
it looked like he was just the game was too big for him at that moment. Like
Yep.
he was just playing like not to say scared, but kind of like a little bit in over his head is
Yeah.
how I'd put it. Yeah, but dude, 31-26. Let's just see. Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions, man. He literally tried to throw the game away. He
yes.
was like, "Hey, do you want to go to the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers? Here you go, dude."
Here you
And it
are.
was like
Here's your
I think
chance, bro.
wasn't it? It was like 3. It was like 3 possessions in a row, almost.
Yeah. It was bad.
Back to back, man.
You usually, when a quarterback throws 3 interceptions, you're losing that game most of the time.
Yeah.
The running game wasn't great on either team. I was absolutely shocked they did not get Aaron Jones going, and then obviously they didn't get him going early enough, and then him going out, you can tell they really missed him. Those other, I mean, I did like Dylan's squat of an entire player on one leg. He literally squatted a dude and ran for 17 yards, but that was it. That was the last time you fucking saw him. Oh, my apologies, y'all.
No worries. Marquez Vandale Scantling had a pretty good game. 4 receptions for 115 yards and a TD. Devontae Adams 9 receptions, 67 yards and a TD.
Okay, okay, wasn't his best.
Was it? I mean, but he was, he was playing decent. And I'm pretty sure they were rolling the coverage over to him. So I mean, it kind of made sense why Scantling could make the plays that he did. He was facing lesser cornerbacks, King, and Jamal Dean. It didn't look like it was Green Bay. Like their players played well. Honestly, man, I think it was Aaron Rodgers for the most part that kind of sealed the deal for him, man. He like just watching his facial expressions and like how he handled the 2-minute drill before the half, dude, was honestly just kind of pathetic for me. Like he let the clock run down and just kind of like, what are you doing, dude? Where's the sense of urgency? You want to score. You want to try and put points on the board. And he was just kind of like muttering, It was just like it was wasn't a good look for me.
No, it wasn't. I mean, there was some shine to him, but I mean, by then it was too late. And I think at the beginning the defense really fed off Aaron Rodgers, and that defense did not start heating up until the second half of the game, and that's when the Packers defense. But by then, I mean, it was already too late. It just, I mean, it was a done deal. And oh my gosh! By the way, let's talk about one thing. Did you see Leonard Fournette dodge like 5 people? That nasty spin move. Oh man, that was crazy. And I'm surprised R. Jones wasn't going. Via Veda made an appearance.
Yeah, he was pressuring the quarterback, dude. Tampa Bay's defense is good, man. I mean, I'm kind of happy the Tampa Bay defense did make it there to the Super Bowl because, I mean, if there's a defense that could like at least try and slow down Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, it's probably that one.
And then also you got to talk about the big miss, a high ankle sprain, I believe, on what is it? Their center. Was it their center or their guard?
Tackle, Eric Fisher.
Their left tackle.
That's their number 1 overall draft pick.
That's big. That's very, very big.
Huge.
You don't think they're going to be switching? They're just going to they're going to tell Jason Pierre-Paul, pin your ears back, go.
Or Shaquille Barrett too, man. Like one of those guys is going to be coming off the edge, man.
Every time.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's pretty much it for the NFC Championship game. Unless you want to get anything else, dude.
I just want to bring up, if you're not going to call holds all game, and there were plenty of them, you shouldn't call them on the last play of the game. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But again, it was the right call. It's just, again, there were a lot of calls that you could have called throughout the game and you didn't. And that's just going to give conspiracy Oh, the NFL is definitely Vegas controls the NFL. The NFL loves to watch Tom Brady win. That's just going to give them more steam.
Yeah,
That's the play you call in a really late flag, by the way. A very, very
it was
late
like
flag. Just like we saw it, but
yeah. So Shaq Barrett had 4 tackles, 1 assist, and 3 sacks. And JPP had 3 tackles and 2 sacks. So I mean, whoever is that tackle in the Super Bowl, man, get ready because you're going to be facing some bad boys. Then Vita Vea and then Ndamukong Suh up the middleman. By the way, Ndamukong Suh going to another Super Bowl. So yeah, there's that. So
I'm glad he's calmed down and he's not so much of a
face
cheap
stomper
player anymore. Face stomper, yes.
Leg stomper.
Leg stomper.
Yeah. And then you have Antonio Brown too, man. He's going to the Super Bowl too.
Yep, there he goes. Back to
and
it.
Le'Veon Bell.
And Le'Veon and Gronk's back, bro.
Right. All right, dude. So let's switch gears and let's get over to the AFC real fast, man. Man. The Bills.
I'll let you take this one, man, Mr. I want the Bills to win.
Oh, I did want them to win, but we do love us some Patty Mahomes too. So yeah. So I mean, it was at first it was an interesting game. The Bills went up 9-0 on the Chiefs, after a McCole Hardman muff punt and honestly, yeah, the blanket was amazing. I can't wait to use that GIF.
Oh my gosh, that's totally going to be a GIF and a meme, and it's going to be the coming into Monday like.
Yeah. So I mean, it looked interesting to start off, man, but it just looked like the Bills. Like it was just too much for them. They played scared for most of the game, and the offense just did not look innovative. It looked like just run the ball straight at you. Go out there, run this route, and then and then Josh Allen, when he was being pressured, lost his mechanics really, really bad. He stopped seeing the field. Like that free rusher off the edge, man. He didn't see him at all, and it was in his face, man. Like, he wasn't hiding. He literally just came off the edge and, lost like 27 yards, or 17 yards. So, wasn't a good look.
Almost. And that's the thing. That wasn't the only time. That was multiple times. Mm-hmm. That's just something that's just where you see where that's the difference, I think, between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you can see it. You really can. It's such a fine-tooth comb right now. You've really got to groom him properly, because if you don't, you're going to get a lot more of that. And you really got to mold him this offseason and let him watch this and work on those mechanics, because we see it. We all can see how good he is so far and how much he's improved. I think he's got a little bit more of a ceiling. But Patrick Mahomes, he's cream of the crop. He's that generational talent. He's really what you want to see. The new GOAT, possibly new GOAT coming into the making versus the GOAT.
Right.
So
we're going to see 2 quarterbacks in the Super Bowl that they're going to take over the NFL for the next 15 years.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, to be honest, I'd love to see what Josh Allen looked like with Andy Reid in Kansas City. I would have loved to see that because, Josh has every single tool that Pat Mahomes has, except for, a head coach and, that scheme. Because even when you looked at how the game was being ran, it looked the Chiefs were just so innovative. There was just so much going on, and the defense didn't know who the hell was going to get the ball. And there were so many little wrinkles. They ran the same play, the inside toss to Travis Kelce like 3 times, but it was like different people and just getting the ball. By the way, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, the first duo to both score 100 yards in a single game in playoff history, which is pretty insane.
They almost put up 300 yards. They're at 290.
Yep.
290.
Insane. Dude, it's just so funny watching Tyreek Hill run the ball. He's like a little hamster, dude. He's like,
Oh man. Oh my gosh, but he makes everybody miss. And
he's like a scrappy little hamster, dude.
Oh my gosh. It was just they were ready for it. The Chiefs were ready for it.
They've been there.
This is the Chiefs we've been wondering, where are they? You know, you were questionable throughout the season. Why are y'all letting games be so close? You should be blowing these teams out. Yep. This was it. It was 2 touchdowns, y'all. But if y'all didn't watch it, if y'all are recapping it, it really wasn't 2 touchdowns close.
Yep.
It really wasn't.
So the only way teams are gonna the team that has the best success against the Chiefs is actually the LA Chargers, man. That's because they can get home with just 4 people. Yep. And they just send everyone back into coverage and like, all right, cool. Everything underneath, we got 2 guys for you. So, you know, pick your poison. The Chiefs are going to be a problem for the next 15 years, man.
Yeah.
It's honestly a scary thought that, you know, Pat Mahomes is his 4th year in his 2nd Super Bowl. Yeah.
I mean, it's just and that's the thing, man. I mean, it wasn't like their defense wasn't trying. It wasn't like their defense wasn't getting there. Patrick Mahomes he was making plays happen, and this is what we talk about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in a great scheme. And yes, we all know Andy Reid can make quarterbacks. He can make quarterbacks look good. But a lot of that was Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes can elevate the team. And he went out there and he did his thing, and he looked so good. It's just like right now, I know we all say Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. Yeah. But if you were going off last night's game, Patrick Mahomes is the MVP right now. Yeah. If you just go off Pat, I'd take Pat.
He's going to be a monster, man, for the next 20 years. It's honestly just incredible to watch the kind of a player of this caliber. And like when you talk about generational talent, man, that's Pat Mahomes, and he's a generational talent at the most important position on the team. Mm-hmm. You know, it's honestly just kind of like watching art. Like this kid is just insane. It's incredible what he can do.
And $500 million for his whole contract, half a bill. That's cheap with what he's going to get you. Yep. Like it's just plain and simple. The merchandise, the advertisements he's going to sell, the fans he's bringing in. How are you not a fan of Patrick Mahomes unless you see him twice a year in your conference? And even then, it's still hard to really hate that dude. How do you hate that guy?
He's so likable.
He's so humble. He's so likable. His hair commercials with Troy Polamalu are fantastic. It's great.
Yeah. You know, game wise, man, and honestly, I'm gonna put some praise on the Chiefs defense, man. Chris Jones was unstoppable. Frank Clark coming off the edge, incredible. Tyrann Mathieu all over the field. Honey Badger not giving a hell, not giving a. I'm not customer channel, but you know, he don't give a flu. But yeah, dude. And honestly, man, I was kind of impressed with how the DBs for the Chiefs, man, were just sticking in tight coverage. The only player that was really getting off was Cole Beasley, man. And from what I heard, he broke his fibula in the game, or fractured his fibula in the game, and continued playing. That's hard.
Put some hot sauce on it, bro. No, I mean, like even here, man, Cole Beasley in Dallas. It was all contract negotiations. That's all it was. We really didn't want to live. We just didn't want to pay him the money he wanted, even though, you know, we think he definitely earned. He was a huge part in Romo's offense and Jason Garrett's offense. He was a huge part with Dak Prescott. Cole Beasley is a beast. He really is. And he was a favorite player by many, many people in Dallas, man. He really was. He's like, got mad respect to Cole Beasley. He definitely won, by the way, if you think about it. And he took a shot on himself and went to the Bills. He won that. So,
by the way, real fast to get back to the NFC Championship game, bro. Remember when we were talking about Tom Brady and shifty white boys? Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Every single time he gets to the championship game, he has a shifty white boy to throw to. You know,
Miller.
Miller.
There you go,
This
man.
kid.
I mean, what are you doing?
No one knew his name before the season. Everyone knows it now.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Tom Brady. He'll never be good again after you leave, Tom Brady. But
yeah,
you got him this year.
No other quarterback in the league believes in shifty white boys more than Tom Brady.
Tom Brady made a lacrosse player look good for a season.
Yep.
Hogan?
Right.
Yeah. Made him look. And then he went to another team and they were just like, dude, why aren't you good?
Wait, is this the same guy? Are you sure? Yeah.
Should we get you a stick?
Yeah. I mean, but we got the Chiefs, Buccaneers, Super Bowl. And honestly, man, it's gonna be good, but the Chiefs are gonna be a lot to handle.
It's gonna be a lot to handle. You've got to get to Patrick Mahomes early. The way the Chiefs can play.
What? The Buccaneers can get there. The Buccaneers can put that pressure on them, dude. And with Eric Fisher being out, man. I think that's probably the most important thing in the game is that left tackle being out.
Gosh. And let's see here. I'm checking the news right now to make sure. I just want to make sure it's not a high ankle sprain. If it's just a sprain, man, you might just shoot him up with some cortisone. Is it a high ankle?
I think it's a tear, dude.
It's a tear? Oh,
I think it's a tear.
It is an Achilles, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because what was it? It was one of the Bills players ran him over, dude, and you just see his ankle just go. Eesh.
And you know what? Let's just look to the future. If say this is all said and done, Patrick Mahomes wins his second Super Bowl in a row. Very rare to do. Actually, Tom Brady might be one of the few quarterbacks to actually do it. Patrick Mahomes. Think about what Pat Mahomes is getting back next year. He'll have Eric Fisher. He'll have one of his players. It was the guy who has the PhD. He was a doctor. And
his right guard.
His right guard, who was one of the best right guards. Pretty good. Then you get them back. You have your whole team coming back. I think everybody is pretty much locked in right there. What you may need a running back. You plug in a few more DBs. A third time? I'm telling you right now.
Because
barring injury,
Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce are under contract. So
yep. Mm-hmm. Hardman's not coming up to contract yet.
No, he's still got 2 years.
He's still got 2 years. Maybe you get Hilaire's good. He's fine. You're probably going to let Le'Veon Bell walk. Like, really, honestly, I mentioned this right before the show, you could be looking at another AFC rematch. It's very well, depending on how the Browns play, I don't know, let Baker Mayfield throw more than 30 times and, you're probably not going to see the Browns again.
Le'Veon Bell didn't even rush the ball yesterday.
No, he's hurt. I think he's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt?
He's hurt. Mm-hmm. So, you had who? Oh, and then also that's the other thing. There's another Williams. What is it? Damian? It's either Damian or D'Angelo. Daryl Williams?
Daryl Williams.
Well, there's the other Williams that opted out earlier in the season. Remember, they had two Williams, and Williams was their premier back, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm okay."
Yeah, Damian Williams.
And so you got him coming back. I just don't see the Chiefs. Not
your boy Anthony Hitchens, man. Got 7 tackles and 1 assist.
That was a miss. I was upset about that. By the way, I was like, why are y'all not re-signing him? Why are y'all keeping Sean Lee? Let him walk and sign Anthony Hitchens. We could have used him this year. For 6 games.
So Frank Clark, 2 tackles, 2 sacks.
Gosh.
Where you at, Chris Jones? Chris Jones is pressuring the hell out of Josh Allen all night long, dude. That was crazy.
There's another thing to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So how does 1 flag on the Chiefs and 3 flags on the Bills offset. I understand what they were doing. The game's over. Let's just let it play. It's 4th down.
No, both sides commit a penalty, man. It always just offsets.
I understand that, but it's still, I get it. Let the game continue, but it's just, roughing the passer. I get it. Josh Allen, I'm going to cry. Throw the football in his face. I'm kidding. Josh Allen didn't cry, and then that caused the penalty. I don't know if I lose a little bit. I guess that may show the inexperience with the coaching, and maybe it just was getting too heated, and that just showed how kind of overwhelmed and frustrated the Bills were.
Well, I mean, on the sack previous to that, linebacker was literally over Josh Allen, screaming at him, and then one of his linemen actually, the guy was over Josh Allen, pummeled the linebacker, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it wasn't like the Chiefs weren't being, kind of assholes too. And like it just got to the point, I think, where Josh Allen just like had enough and just like, dude, get out of here. Like you already won. Like why are you, kind of. So I mean, it's football. It's highly emotional. So I mean, it is what it is. I kind of like that a little bit. Like not where it's like too much, but it's kind of like both sides are gibbering, about it at each other. So I mean, it is what it is.
I thought it was kind of. Excuse me. I don't know about you, but I just feel I think it was just over dramatic. Stephon Diggs out there copying the Cincinnati player. Like, it was just like, dude, it's already been done. We all know you saw that. Like, go in there and go slam your head through a table, man, in your frustration. Like, you got blown out. I get it. You were the number 1 wide receiver, and frankly, you might have been passed up by Kelsey had he played his last game. But you were the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL, and you got pretty much skunked. Cole Beasley beat you. Yeah. Like with a broken fibula, by the way. Fractured fibula.
That just goes out the same, man. That was incredible. Yeah. But yeah, dude, we got Chiefs, Buccaneers, Super Bowl, man. Can't wait to cover that. Did you have anything else you wanted to cover while we're still on, dude?
No, man. I mean, where does Aaron Rodgers go?
Oh, bro, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that later because there's about 12 or 13 quarterbacks on the move or can move this offseason. So there's a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about. I think we're gonna see a whole different NFL next year, and that's gonna be crazy. All right, guys. I think that's it for us. AFC, NFC Championship weekend is done, and we are on to the Super Bowl. We got a bye week coming up. And actually, we have a pretty special guest or two, hopefully, this weekend. We might be getting a third for our podcast. His name's Adam. He's one of my childhood friends, huge Eagles fan. We're going to get him on here, talk to him, all that stuff, right? That's all I'm saying. It is nice because he's a Cowboys fan. And then we're going to try and get I don't want to talk. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but might get a former Arkansas Razorback player on the podcast, and I'm, hopefully. Guys, appreciate you coming in, watching, supporting the channel, all that stuff. If you could like, subscribe, it definitely helps the channel grow. All the interaction and love you show us, we really appreciate it. Jordan, you got anything for the people?
No, guys. A real short show tonight. It was quick. It was fast. It was fun. Like, subscribe, comment, man, be active with the show. We especially love that when y'all are active.
Yeah, we love comments.
Love it. And love to talk about our teams, love to talk about your teams and what our opinions are. So like, subscribe. We love y'all.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching Roar Sports Media live podcast. We do this at least once a week, most of the time, and we appreciate you coming by. All right. Peace.